Hello everybody, welcome back to Mark's Beer Reviews. Today we have got a stout that a lot of you would be familiar with and I'm familiar with, but this is the Nitro version. It is the Siren Craft Hard Pour Broken Dream. Now, I'm sure you've all had the Broken Dream stout that's in a 330 can in Morrison's. This is obviously a 440 can. This was £3 and it was from WAITROSE. The 330 can in Morrison's is £2, so in Waitrose you get a little bit more. Well, technically, how much more really? It says a 440 can, but these are never 440s, though, are they, when it's nitro? Anyway, it says 440, and you get nitro pour, which is a nice little thing. Siren beers, then, generally speaking, supermarket beers were right. I've had a couple of their stuff outside the supermarkets, and I've been relatively impressed. They're never sort of right up there, but for the price point and what they sell at, they are always pretty good value for money, I would say. What am I expecting out of this then? Well, it's going to be coffee, chocolate. The nitro pour is hopefully going to give it the most beautiful mouthfeel. It's 6.5% this one. I don't know what the Morrison's ABV one is. Might be the same, can't remember. But yeah, I'm quite looking forward to this. Confession time, I have just dropped this from about 1.5 meters. So this could go absolutely everywhere. We're just going to risk it for a biscuit and we're not going to put a bowl down or anything. We're just going to go. Okay, let's get this can open then. Ah, that wasn't too bad. Oh, here we go. All over the floor as per usual. Just going to get some tissues down. I'm an absolute nightmare, honestly. Why do I do it? I know what's going to happen. Right, can't even see where the hole is. On the top of the can. Now this can, they literally say, straight in. Upside down. I'll show you in a minute. Right, so that literally, like that. That's literally how they say, straight in. No messing about. Feels like there's quite a lot in there still. There we go. Look at it. It's still, the can still feels quite heavy. We're just going to go with that then. Right, it is a jet black beer in the glass. It's got a 3-finger tan coloured head. It just looks like a traditional nitro pour head. There's absolutely no light bleeding through that at all. It looks great. Carbonation looks pretty low. Some very small bubbles sitting around this kind of detail on the glass. Yeah, looks pretty good. Let's get a nose then. Coffee, 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 coffee. As you would expect. I imagine a breakfast, the kind of thing behind a breakfast stout is coffee and chocolate. Have a sort of coffee with a chocolate croissant maybe. Get some dark roasted chocolate in there. Loads of coffee. The coffee adds this real good bitterness to the aroma, which is quite nice. Yeah, it just smells very good. Smells like a 6.5% beer, I will say that. Yeah, this looks pretty decent. Right, cheers everybody. Here we go. Yeah, those aromas follow straight through into the taste. It's coffee first and foremost. Then it kind of tails off into this bitter chocolate, and those two flavours work very, very well with this nitro pour. Dog's barking yet again. See? I think there you go. See, it's not a Mark's Beer Reviews video if she doesn't have a moan in the garden. But yeah, the mouthfeel works really, really well. It's almost like a cappuccino style. You know, the coffee's almost like this with that mouthfeel, that's frothy, milky mouthfeel. That's almost like a cappuccino. And there is a little bit of piney hoppiness at the end as well, which works nicely. With the bitterness of the dark chocolate that I'm getting. So I'm getting? What am I saying that I'm getting? I'm just about to go on holiday. I'm catching up with work. I'm pretty knackered. So if I start saying some weird stuff, just glaze over it. I'll do this all in one take anyway, because I like my videos to have all the bones, you know. So yeah, that was just an example. There's no real sweetness in there at all. Maybe a bit of a lactosey thing at the end. Maybe a bit of lactosey sweetness at the end. But the hoppy bitterness and the roasted malt bitterness just holds that sweetness off nicely. This is very nice. Yeah, it's lovely. Mostly coffee, bitter chocolate, hoppy bitterness, and then a lactosey sweetness at the end. That's very, very good. It looks good in the glass, doesn't it? I mean, look at that. That looks pretty decent. The lacing looks lovely. Let's read the back of the can then. Let's see if I can get any more. Yeah, there you go. There. Nitro Broken Dream has arrived. An indulgence of chocolate and specialty malts. Our flagship stout is smooth, unctuous and moorish. It is brewed with lactose for a balanced sweetness. Yeah, I think that is bang on. Along with a carefully selected coffee. These cans are dosed with nitrogen in lime for incredible mouthfeel. Yeah, it's a silky smooth mouthfeel. It's lovely. Pour hard and fast for the full cascade effect. Yeah, I think me dropping it on the floor probably done the can no favours. But yeah, still got a pretty decent mouthfeel out of it. I suppose the question that needs to be answered is this worth £1 more than the normal Broken Dream out of Morrison's? I think that's a fair question, because you get slightly more, you get 110 mils more, and you get the Nitro can. And I would say absolutely yes. That mouthfeel really breaks down the strength of the beer as well. You're not really drinking a real... It doesn't taste like a 6.5% beer. Not at all. Or maybe a bit of alcohol kick at the end. With that bitterness. But it's not 6.5% strong. Yeah, this is really good. And for £3, I mean, come on. Especially out of Waitrose as well. Siren, they can do, like, some of their beers are... Well, they're very fairly priced for the supermarket. Obviously, Waitrose are kind of seen like up there, if like Aldi a little down there in terms of pricing. But for £3, you can't moan at that, can you? Very, very nice. That coffee in there's, oh, it's booming. Let's have a look at the ingredients. Water, malted barley, oats, lactose, coffee, hops and yeast. Yeah. So it is a real coffee forward beer. Yeah, coffee forward beer. The bitter chocolate's lovely and supports the coffee well. It's not sweet. There's the hoppy bitterness, and then you get the lactose sweetness to finish. I think that is very, very nice. Is there anything I would want more out of it? Don't know. Maybe a bit more chocolate if I was going to be super, super critical. But obviously it's a coffee forward beer, which I do appreciate. But overall, for £3, that's pretty decent. I don't know if you're going to get a better Nitro Stout for £3, if I'm honest. Maybe, how much is that? Get in the comments and tell me, because it's been ages since I bought it. How much is that Roaster Coaster Evil Twin and Scottish Brewery beer? That's really good. That's a Vietnamese coffee stout, and that's nitro, I believe, and that's blooming good. That's probably, yeah, I'd say that's probably the best supermarket stout. I'd say it probably shades this a little bit, but this is still very, very nice. See, obviously it's called hard pour, so I'm gonna have to put my can. They've got everything upside down now. they've written loads of letters upside down. There as well, look, Broken Dream upside down. Pour fast. Overall, I really appreciate the nitro version. I think it complements the beer massively. Definitely better pound for pound than the Morrison's version. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Nitro stouts, in terms of supermarket, like I say, I think the Roaster Coast is better from Evil Twin and the Scottish brewery, the big Scottish brewery that we all know. Yeah, I don't think that's bad though. I'm going to give that a 4 out of 5. Yeah, I just think it's a bit more chocolate would have been nice. It's coffee forward, but it's got a good roasty coffee flavour, but it's not quite as roasty as the Roaster Coaster. But yeah, great stout nonetheless, and for £3, I don't think you can go wrong. I think the Roaster Coaster is about £3.50, so this is 50%. 50%. I told you, I'm knackered. 50 pence less. But yeah, great stout nonetheless. Well done, Siren. Really, really good. I mean, for £3 out of WAITROSE, you cannot complain. 4 out of 5 Mark's beer reviews. Thank you very much. I'm kind of, yeah, I think Roaster Coaster is better than this. Let me know what you think. I think this, if you're not so much of a coffee fan, this would do better for you than the Roaster Coaster. But let me know what you think. And if you could like and subscribe, that'd be amazing, guys. We're fast approaching 300, I think, now, which is just absolutely insane. Thank you for watching the videos. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.